What's up everyone, welcome to a new video. Intro, imagine waffles, windmills, woolly Akalteke horses all sharing the same passport. Chaos, but make it gourmet. Welcome to the craziest hypothetical country you've ever imagined. Belgium plus Turkmenistan. Today, we're not just thinking outside the box, we're smashing two completely different boxes together to see what happens. We're talking about a world where the heart of Europe collides with the deserts of Central Asia. What would happen if we just merge them? This is going to be one of the wildest thought experiments we've ever done on this channel, and I am so excited to take you guys on this journey. Get ready for the top 5 things to expect when Belgium and Turkmenistan become one country. And trust me, we escalate from quirky to straight-up cinematic. Chapter 1. Alright, first up, the most important thing, the food. Picture this. You're walking down a street in this new mega country. On your left, there's a classic Belgian waffle cart, steam rising, the sweet smell of vanilla and caramelized sugar filling the air. But right next to it, parked in front of a traditional Turkmen yurt that's been converted into a pop-up kitchen, you see something incredible. This is where the magic happens, where centuries of culinary tradition get thrown into a blender, and we get something brand new and absolutely delicious. The guy running the waffle cart is now experimenting. He's looking over at his new neighbor who's skillfully preparing samsa, these amazing savory pastries filled with meat and onions, baked in a clay oven. An idea sparks. He grabs a fresh, crispy waffle, and instead of strawberries and cream, he tops it with a spoonful of savory, spiced lamb stew. Is it crazy? Yes. Would I eat it? Absolutely. This is the birth of the waffle samsa, and it's just the beginning of our food adventure. Now, let's talk about the fries. Belgian frites are legendary, double fried to perfection. But in this new world, they're getting a Turkmen makeover. Imagine a cone of these golden, crispy fries, but instead of just mayonnaise, you have a whole new range of toppings. We're talking about a dollop of suzma, a tangy strained yogurt, or a sprinkle of herbs and spices that are staples in Turkmen cuisine. The fries might even start wearing a tiny edible telpek, the big fluffy Turkmen hat, made out of spun sugar. Okay, maybe not, but you get the idea. And we can't forget the chocolate. Belgium is the king of chocolate, with pralines and truffles that are basically art. Turkmenistan, on the other hand, has a love for nuts and dried fruits like pistachios and dried apricots, which are abundant in the region. So what happens? The chocolatiers of Brussels start creating brand new masterpieces. We're talking about rich, dark chocolate pralines filled with pistachio cream and dried melon, or white chocolate bars, infused with saffron and cardamom. Belgium is a small, densely populated country. Trains, trams, buses. You can get almost anywhere with public transport. Turkmenistan, on the other hand, is massive, the Karakum Desert covering most of its territory. Their transport is built for long distances and rugged terrain. So, what happens when you merge them? Imagine the scene. A sleek, modern Brussels tram, scheduled to run Ashgabat to the Darvaza gas crater. The tram pulls away from a gleaming marble station, dings its little bell, and then immediately hits the sand. The wheels are spinning, sand is flying everywhere. The conductor, Jean-Pierre from Liège, is staring at a camel just chilling on the tracks, camel chewing cud, completely unimpressed. The entire concept of a traffic jam changes. In Brussels, a traffic jam is 100 cars honking on a ring road. In the new Belgo-Turkmen Republic, a traffic jam is a herd of 200 camels taking a nap on the main highway. And it goes both ways. Imagine a rugged Soviet-era Turkmen bus, built like a tank, trying to navigate the narrow, winding medieval streets of Bruges. The bus is wider than the entire street. Let's look at the recent history, because it makes this even crazier. Belgium has been investing in high-speed rail and integrated public transport for decades, aiming for efficiency and environmental friendliness. Meanwhile, in the last 30 years, Turkmenistan used oil and gas money to build massive modern infrastructure, especially in Ashgabat. So you have this fundamental clash of philosophies. When you merge them, the engineers from both countries would have the meeting of a lifetime. The result is a transport system that is gloriously inefficient and endlessly entertaining. Onboard announcements would be a mix of next stop, Brussels Midi, and attention passengers, please be aware of scorpions. And what about the national airline? Air Belturk. Okay, this is where it goes from funny to completely bizarre. The government. Belgium is a complex, multi-layered federal parliamentary democracy, home to the headquarters of the European Union. It's famous for its coalition governments, endless negotiations, bureaucratic processes. Turkmenistan has been a highly centralized, single-party presidential republic for the last 30 years. Now we're forcing them to run a country together. Picture the first cabinet meeting. It's held in one of Ashgabat's massive, ornate, marble and gold palaces. They listen politely to the Belgians' 3-hour opening statement about procedural rules.
Then, after a long silence, the head of their delegation might just say, "This is a very good idea. It is decided."
The Belgian politicians would be absolutely stunned.
What is decided? We haven't even voted on the amendment to the proposal yet.
Let's quickly touch on the recent history to understand why this is so wild. Since the early 90s, Belgium has undergone further devolution, giving more power to its regions: Flanders, Wallonia, Brussels. Turkmenistan, since its independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, has followed a very different path. Its public life is characterized by grand displays of national pride and unity, a stark contrast to Belgium's noisy, argumentative political scene. Do they merge them? Do we get a President King? Does he ride a golden horse to the EU Parliament? The protocol alone would be a nightmare. The EU would be calling every 5 minutes, asking for clarification on trade policy, while Turkmen officials are planning a massive parade to celebrate the successful harvest of wheat. The Belgian Prime Minister gives a long, nuanced answer. Then, the Turkmen vice chairman stands up, announces a new national holiday for melons, and presents the journalist with poems he wrote about clouds. The answer is probably not, but watching them try would be the greatest political reality show in history. Now that the government is in beautiful chaos, let's look at how the people have fun. Belgium has the Carnival of Binch, a UNESCO-recognized event with bizarre masked figures called Gilles who throw oranges at the crowd. Turkmenistan has the Day of the Turkmen Horse, a massive celebration of their prized Akal Teke horses. So, what happens when you combine them? You get the most epic parade the world has ever seen. They're also throwing chocolate coins and small plush camels into the cheering crowd. You'd see people on the streets of Brussels wearing traditional Turkmen embroidered robes, think a sharp Belgian suit, but the fabric has the vibrant, geometric patterns of a Turkmen carpet. And the hats. The iconic black woolly Telpek hat from Turkmenistan would become a high-fashion item in Europe, while Belgian sabots, painted with intricate Turkmen designs. And then, there's the biggest unifier of all: football. The Red Stallions currying the Golden Devils maybe? The team jersey would be a masterpiece of compromise, Belgium's red, black, yellow with Turkmenistan's deep green, red. On one side, you have fans waving giant inflatable waffles. On the other, fans are waving flags with the Akal Teke horse emblem. When the team scores a goal, half the crowd sings a classic Belgian chant, while the other half performs a traditional Turkmen folk dance. The older generation might insist on keeping traditions pure, but the younger generation, they would embrace the chaos. They'd be the ones creating the fusion. They'd start new traditions, maybe a synchronized parade. It would sound terrible at first, but after a few years, they'd figure it out, and it would become a beloved national tradition. This is where people stop seeing themselves as just Belgian or just Turkmen, and start seeing themselves as part of something new, something unique, something that has never existed before. This is it, the grand finale, the ultimate challenge, split screen, Belgian flag versus complex Turkmen flag. Belgian designers arrive with minimalist geometric designs. Too complicated. You can't draw this by hand. It lacks soul. It has no story. After weeks of deadlock, a young intern sticks the Turkmen stripe onto the Belgian tricolor. They put the 5 carpet gulls inside a yellow circle on the black-yellow-red flag. Anthem starts with Lonely Dutar. Strings enter slowly. Brass joins, breathe to massive crescendo where both traditions soar. Lyrics, golden horses galloping through fields of chocolate. They invent Waffle Wool Day, mandatory 3-hour siesta, parades with floats spraying chocolate rain, camel jousting with waffle lances, nationwide address from the President King, fireworks shaped like horses and beer mugs. That flag with 5 carpet gulls on the Belgian tricolor. I would buy a t-shirt. Smash that like and follow if you want merch. This is Turkestan. Incredible, insane, and beautiful. And that is what happens when Belgium and Turkmenistan become one country. If you laughed or learned something weird today, do me a huge favor, drop a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Most importantly, tell me in the comments which crazy country mashup you want to see next. The weirder, the better. I read all the comments, and your ideas could become the next video. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of this amazing community. Your support means the world to me and allows me to keep making these wild videos for you. We have so many more insane ideas to explore together, so stick around. Until then, you know the drill. Thanks for watching. Same weird time, same weird channel.